Okay, let's hope that we have a few hours to enjoy ourselves and not have the whole thing collapse under us. Thou hast my gratitude for lending courage to Delaparus. Not disposed to rest on our loyal. Several of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen to their station. Some few may still come hither seeking counsel, and so I shall remain to aid them as need be. Thou are needed elsewhere, do not let me detain you. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you might check on Alize. Last I saw, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of boxes out the west gate. I could go myself, but we both know whose help she's less like to scorn. Not to mention that, much to my misfortune, I could think of several other things I ought to be doing. Until later. Wait. No. What have you done, game? What have you done? What have you done? Okay. It's time to supper! Oh, apparently, we are in fact... Wait. The final two quest lines. The lad in Labios. Okay, so that is whatchamacallit. Okay? Whether we like it or not, we have to do them all. Have to. Javier Gleamer. Wait, aren't you the one that I know? Which you're a visitor to Charlian, aren't you? You do have a worldly look about you. As a gleaner, I too have journeyed far and wide. Tell me, where is the farthest you've ventured? Another world. Is that meant to be a jest? The look on your face tells me you're serious. Aye, that you should do it nicely. See, I need more experienced traveler to say a prayer for me before I leave for Girabana. But if you would do me the honor, the reactor operator and the tower to the south should have a lantern crystal prepared for the purpose. Point. Well, I guess we're gonna now spend the next 3 hours doing this. Okay, I guess. Okay, it's fine. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Are you here for the crystal? I hope it does some good for that gleaner. Those folks need all the luck they can get. Lanterns light the way through the darkness, a tool which can be the difference between life and death. They are ceremoniously with safe travel. As such, it has become custom in recent days to imbue the crystals inside with the prayers of a more seeking traveler. And today, that traveler's you simply face the crystal and pray for the safety of the travel to be, if you will. Pray. A colleague recently told me about the power of Akasa, a concept taught in Razahan, and how it reacts to strong emotion. I wonder if this method of praying to a crystal is a manifestation of that power. Well, that should do it. With luck, your prayers will help guide the gleaner carefully through the perils of his journey. Why couldn't I just grab it myself? Weird. There's like 3. There's so many side quests in this game, and I just don't know why. Like I said, we are beyond we're over 90s though. Help! I'm stuck. Yeah, we're gonna grab them all though. I'm doing them all. I have to. If we don't, how are we gonna get it all done? It's either I do them now or have it stack up on things to do after M. Walker. Do you have a lantern crystal for me? Yes, I do. Got my thanks. With your prayer fueling its light, I have faith that it will keep me safe until my return. And now I depart for Giovanna. I hope your travels are successful as well as mine. Goodbye. Hey! Ow. Grab him. Grab everything. The dry eyes have it. A moment, if I may. Have you heard of the winged familiars known as the Scatini? They have marked talent for seeing in the dark, which has established them as a chosen watchbird for some of the world's most important facilities. I'm sorry, did I just see a frog walk by? As it so happens, we in Labyrinthos avail ourselves of our astonishing eyesight too. Day and night, our keep close watch for any blackguards or nasty going on. However, such keenness of eyesight requires, for the lack of a better term, upkeep, which comes in the form of special eye drops. After all, what creature could sit unblinking and wide-eyed for days on end without help? But might I ask you to dole out said medication? How good of you to be so obligating. These are perceptive creatures in both sight and mind, and will talk to you instantly once they know you've experienced in caring for even one of their kind. That is why I recommend all those who deal with things of a confidential nature try their hand at treating the beady eyes of our vigilant familiars at least once. Near the northernmost entrance, you'll find this caretaker. He'll be only too glad to introduce you to our faithful watcher. I heard that. Take a look. It's in a book. You there, adventurer? You're the courage of a man upon whose time I might prevail. Those books you have, yes? I will have you bear them to one of the students of Valdesium for me. Leave it to me. Oh, that was a deal easier than expected. I had half thought this would require some explanation, which you shall have regardless. I am a member of the political faction known as the People. I trust you've heard of us? Oh. I and my colleague have sworn to bear silent witness to the affairs of our world, recording all which come to pass. The students of Valdesian, on the other hand, take a much more active approach in the affairs of the world. Needless to say, things between us are tense. It would spell trouble were I to be found delivering these tomes myself. My colleagues may well bar me from the archive's entire punishments worse than death. Thus I seek aid from one who can pass unnoticed. You. Right then. Have a care and bring these to my Valdesian co-conspirators. You'll find her and and tell her it's a gift from a friendly research Researcher. Well, you're supposed to be working together. You're supposed to be working together. Excuse me. Cautious student about this. My, look at all this! Each book more valuable than the last. How in the world did you come by them? Given to you by a researcher in Charlie Hammer, you say? And meant as a gift for me? My mysterious benefactor is gracious indeed. It's a comfort to know that at least one person out there values our efforts in an ever-changing world. You give my thanks to the charitable researcher next you see them. Gonna do that. Oh, rhythm. I don't want that in my way. Oh. We'll do all these first, and then we'll do the quest chain afterwards. Whoa, those things are crazy looking. Oh, you're the one who's calm about the eye drops then. Heard all about today's little exercise from Anwanja. Called me via link, you see. I told this old bird what's about to transpire, but she still seems a bit on her guard. Might be best to calm her down yourself. If you pet her gently, that ought to unruffle her feathers, figuratively and literally. Hey. I think our friend here has realized you are no threat at all. Go on then. He's ready for the odd drops. Wherever you are. So are we just gonna directly apply them into our eyeball? Why, she looks about ready to snuggle up to you. I'd say... Takanis have a mind like a steel trap, and don't forget to face her easily. So it's no problem if you were to walk past in completely different clothes. Take more than a costume change to pull them after all. If you don't mind my asking, you're friends with a dragoon, right? Thoroughly looking Ellison fellow, as I remember. I'm afraid this didn't take kindly to him. Damn near pecked his eyes out. This poor word almost got a lance in her gullet. Luckily, your companion stopped himself when he did, but that doesn't mean this gonna let bygones be bygones anytime soon. Let me tell you. Bit of advice, he ought to watch himself if he's walking through these parts. In any case, your work is done here. Had her treatment? Go and tell her as much. Good luck out there. Oh, and should you happen to see another... Well, give them a wave after all. 3, 4, 5, it's 6. 6 of them. Another one of these? No. I don't have the time. Alright, we'll do that one last. Oh. Job for the Lord of Earth. Have we met before? You're one of Uriander's friends, right? I thought so. I'm here wandering around Labyrinthos, hoping to find some work to do. It sounds like such fun, but I don't even know where to start or how to ask for it. Can you help me? Of course. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's find someone with work for me. Oh yeah. Getting that work. Dialing out punishment. Where could it have gone? What a bother this is. If only I could find someone who... Oh. Fortune is on my side indeed. You seem the doughy sort. Might you help me locate a missing mammoth? Colleague has reported that one has escaped and gone on a rampage. It was last sighted wandering southeast from here, where it has slain one of the specimens. We tried to deactivate the mammoth remotely, but it has outright ignored our commands. Now our only recourse is to stop that willful thing by force. You could do the honors. It's up. If you're up for it, I'll need you to locate it and put it out of its commission. Once that prognostic puppet has been silenced, put it in this coffer and return it to me. And so will you help? Fantastic! I know you weren't the type to say no to a man in need. Find the corpse of the fiend it fought, and you will likely come across that directionless doll. Alright. Ow. Your return, very good. Judging by the lack of scratch marks, you were successful in completing your task. No doubt the Canada now know to treat you as a friend rather than foe. The Canada do not stay long in any given location, but rather fly through Labyrinthos, moving from perch to perch. Should you happen to see one, count yourself fortunate. It can be a rare sight. Though you may think them difficult to spot, trust that they are among us. They're all watching always, ensuring that the knowledge we've acquired is kept from falling into the hands of those who would use it for nefarious ends. Interesting. Is there something I can help you and your friend with? Oh, I heard learners were interested in learning about our culture. You're saying this one is looking for a job? Yes, I would like to work at a job. You know what I can do? Most people here work at our Thamanins, and we would need to submit documents to require the proper level of clearance. And oh, I have an idea. As you've seen, the man-made habitats here are populated by a variety of experimental subjects. Some of the older beasts, however, have been known to cause unfortunate incidences in and around the elemental reactors. In order to encourage these creatures to keep their distance, we put together some bags of noxious smell and repellent. I'd appreciate it if you could place a few of them by the reactors themselves. For now, I need you to ward two such frequencies. The one to the south and the one to the west of Lagos can Justicon Beta. Here, there is an armful for each of you so you can split the work. I'm sorry for making you work too, but that means we can share the payment as well. Right? I'll go to the south. You take the one in the west. Work. Okay. I have to go all the way into the corner over here, because what? Ah, you returned, and without the books with which you departed. I assume that means they were delivered to the right hands. Thank you. As I mentioned before, we bibliocrats keep to the wings of history stage and take a fierce stance against any sort of involvement. We've restored a duty to observe all which transpires, even as the world unravels before our very eyes. So dedicated are we to our goal. There is no realm in which we are not present. I too was once stationed abroad. In the Far East, actually. It was where I caught wind of the students of Baldessian. Learned how they had become a symbol of hope for those fearing the final days. Conservative tells us that knowledge is a gift. One may not be bestowed upon just anyone. It is only the worthy who ought to wield the strength it presides. It's not. I believe the students of Baldessian worthy. If there is any justice left in this world, then that which our pens and papers have locked away is theirs by right. Thank you for helping me put the fruits of our labor to good use. That means that a lot of people, I guess, don't think that the students of Baldessian should have access to, like, tomes and things, like, knowledge. I just don't like the fact that knowledge should be given to only the worthy. I think everybody should have it. Don't go for yourself. May I borrow you for a moment? I have a problem of a mutual arterial nature, shall we say. You see, my husband was looking rather green around the gills when he left for work this morning. As much as I would like to check on him myself, I'm afraid my research is of such import that I can't leave it unattended for any amount of time. Which is why I must ask you to look on him in my stead. You'll like to find my darling slaving away in Lucrel Forge. If he hasn't been carted off to the infirmary yet. He's a rather handsome man whose garnished red glasses make him hard to miss. Did you notice that he's under the weather? I asked you to provide him with this filter, which can hopefully revitalize him. I'm sorry to lay such a burden on you, but I have no one else to whom I can entrust this. Please hurry, as I fear he'll keel over before long. My goodness. Just one errand after... To care enough to send the very best. Oh my, a conundrum indeed. What am I to do? I don't know. What are you... Something the matter? Aren't you a kind sort? Take an interest in a stranger's woes. My son, you see, he's a gleaner stationed in the Near East. And he's recently returned to deliver his procurements. I just received word from him a moment ago asking me to meet him. And the opera, apparently he has some sort of gift for me. Is that not thoughtful? In a stroke of ill luck, however, something urgent has come up, which I'm obligated to attend to. By the time I'm done with my business, I've little doubt my darling boy will already be gone. Off on his next assignment to who knows where. So you see why I'm in a pickle shortly. As much as I want to, I can't claim the gift myself, but perhaps you could in my stead. If you've the time on your hands, that is. You do? Why, thank you. I'll return as soon as I'm able. So let's meet here once again. Once you have taken receipt of the prize. My goodness. One more. And I activate one more. And then we'll do these and then go do the one that's like, you can't use your journal. Good luck trying to do this on your own. It's Ronald, isn't it? I was about to head to Coca Forge. Drop something off. But I think you would be more welcome than I. If it turns out the recipient is something of an admirer of yours, I'm sure she'd be thrilled to have you make the delivery. Thank you. Here's the package, all set to be delivered to... What's the other name? Who? Okay, so we got a few places. We got quite a few places to run to. Okay. Go this way. Hold on, Alize. They make you run all the way out here, but it'll be worth it. I think this is the last bit of quest, so there is one destination. Thank you both for your cooperation. I'll hand the payment to our lunar friend here so that she might have the full job experience. Oh, and I'll throw in some apples. Ooh, enjoy. Apple. Oh, a new food to try. Let's head back up the stairs and eat them together. Time to munch on these apples. They look delicious, don't they? Good luck. Be careful with your teeth. Mmm. They don't just look delicious, they are delicious. They might be even better than carrot. I thought this place would be just like Maralorium since it's all artificial, but I'm glad I'm wrong. I was wrong about a lot, even after everything Oriandra told me to expect. And I've learned so much about my job, I think I want to try another one. Oh, before I go, here's your share of our payment. Spoiler! Yeah, I was not expecting to see that suddenly. Oh, we just got a massive splurt. Now, well, I guess that means I know we're getting that as a mount. Now I'll just be expecting every quest to pretty much give me it. Then again, I think the doesn't the whatchamacallit, didn't the patch notes have that? If the patch notes had that, then it's like I probably didn't probably saw it and then forgot, so it's not really a spoiler, but still I say try not to use something that advanced, please. Just how I feel about spoilers. Oh, there's the carcass. Survey. A broken Viking. Jeez. Let's go. Gotcha. How do I? Yeah. I don't think I've ever been in here. Hi. Oh dear. Perhaps going into work was not the best decision after all. Anna. Oh. Oh my, that's much better. Thank you kindly, stranger. A weakness came over me quite suddenly, no doubt caused by a thinning of the blood and some such. That medicine is one of my wife's creations, is it not? I know her alchemy anywhere. That much means she has enlisted your help to see it through to me, then yes. I thought as much. Though little gets past me, my better half, though I did my best to hide my fatigue. I am myself a researcher. Ah, that interests you, does it? Well then, you will get a kick out of this stuff. We are currently developing a new sort of alloy which, at the moment, which at a molecular level, contains psychosensitive materials such as dark matter. The wonders we could work with such a marvelous metal. Imagine how much tighter controls could become were we to fit it into the pot pit. But I'm getting out of myself. At any rate, our work is reaching its crescendo. I wouldn't dare even miss even so much as a day of it. You be so kind as to tell my wife that there's no cause for concern. All she needs to know is that her filter will work wonders. It's you! The one and only Ronald! Right? Have a package. Delivery for me? Why would someone as famous and important as you be delivering my... Oh, now I'm just being rude. I must thank you properly. If only I had known you coming, I prepared something. Telling me there's something for you right here. This package contains a bottle of golden syrup. It's yours if you want it. It's an alchemical medicine. It'll rejuvenate the weary body. You must need something like that after running around and saving the entire world. I won't hear no for an answer, so drink it down. You deserve it far more than I do. Ah, sweeter than you were expecting. I'm glad. I hope it nourishes your body along with pleasing your palate. That reminds me, I had your comrade Graha try some as well. He seemed to quite enjoy it, said it was like drinking sweet ambrosia. I couldn't help but wonder what sort of medicine he had been forced to drink before. Anyway, I'm afraid that's all I have to offer you, so I swear. If Kyle doesn't compensate you properly, I just might... Well, never mind that. Please take proper care of yourself out there. Ding, 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 ding. Were you able to retrieve our little runaway and shove him into that container? I'm ready to take it off your hands whenever you are willing to part with it, though I'm not sure why you would want to hang on to it for longer than necessary. I mean, I could fix its innards. I could probably rebuild it, or at least modify it so it worked better. Can't thank you enough, truly. Not sure what I would have done had you not come along. The man's unfortunate escape is the work of the leopards, you know. They meant no harm, I'm sure, but they missed They insisted on tinkering with the thing's innards. Wanted to make some improvements, apparently. As you can see, earnest meddling has caused us a deal of grief. To be fair, they did look rather contrived when I told them what had transpired. I can't stay angry at them, though. They had only the best intentions. In fact, they need some cheering up after the tongue lashing I gave them. As they deserve the thickest, crunchiest carrots I can find. And on that note, farewell, adventurer, and thank you. Oh. Hey, we got double. I know where that one is, though. You spoke with my husband, did you, Ben? Did you? How was he? Was he unwell, as I've had feared? He was in terrible health. I just knew it. What was that man thinking to fight through such illness also he can, what? Go to work, honestly? It's all well and good to wholly commit oneself to one's profession, but to do so at the expense of one's health, that's beyond the pale. He'll be getting an earful for me, that much I can assure you. I shudder to think what would happen to my husband had you not stepped in when you did. Though it's a trifle compared to what you deserve, I offer you this to thank you for your help. Okay. Ah, finished then? She works herself too hard. That was indeed it. The medicine I sent should be good for her. Though I must say, you're looking rather more chipper than when you left. What she gave the servant served to you? Well, if that cheered her up, I suppose that's good as any medicine. In any case, here's a little something. Thanks for your help. We gotta go out of here and get the delivery. Technically, that's what I should have did first. Hold a moment. I know you. Yes, you're Ronald, the Maven's adventurer. Are you not? What do I owe the honor? Oh, my mother is busy, you say. That is most disheartening to hear. I wanted to tell her in person that she is now a grandmother. Duly made. My wife has borne us a healthy baby. I'd written to share news that we were expecting, but not that she had given birth. I hope to see the look on my mother's face when I told her of the happy event. It's quite alright. No, honestly it is. She works tirelessly for the good of all. I can hardly blame her for being unable to come running at a moment's notice. It makes me proud, in fact, to think she is so important she cannot even spare a moment to see me. Hopefully she can spare a moment for this, though. Will you give this portrait to her? It's of me and my wife and our newborn. Now then I must be off. There's work to be done, and I'm sure my mother would be proud to know her son is following in her hard-working footsteps. What fortuitous timing! I only just arrived myself, so what news from my son? What's it that it's so eager to give me? Is this... Oh goodness, it is, isn't it? It's a portrait of his family, and it includes my grandchild. How chivalrous and darling. How chivalric and darling. There's no baby more beautiful in all the world. This has put a fire under me, they say. But if I hadn't reasoned enough before, then surely this child would keep me motivated to continue my research. I will make sure that this little bundle of joy has a world in which they can grow up happy and hale. You've made me happier than you could have possibly known. Thank you, truly. It isn't much I grant you, but here's something for your pain. Alright, let's go do that one quest. And then... Wait, where? Carbuncle. Alright, this is not good. There's no information about this one. Where is it? Excuse me, you there, you look capable. Could you find a missing carbuncle for me? Ordinarily, a carbuncle would never be without an arcanist, but this one was found alone roaming the wilds of Lanaska. And so I had it sent here for research purposes. I swear, I took my eyes off it for barely even a moment, and it scampered off somewhere outside the hamlet. Seeing as it's far too dangerous out there for someone of my disposition, I was hoping you could look for it in my stead. You have my thanks. I don't think it could have made it out of the central circle, but that still leaves a wide area to search. This guiding crystal should make this job a bit easier. It will react when the carbuncle is near, glowing more brightly the closer you are to it. Oh my god, it's one of these. Secure the entity. Bring it back here. To me, I wish you fortune in your hunt. Oh god. Why do I get the feeling that this is the same... this is the same carbuncle? Oh, that's not it. Oh god, I hate that. We'll be here forever. And no one's done this quest, apparently, or completed it, seems. Welcome to this quest where... Trickles only faintly. Oh. Okay. Away. Away. Hey. What? I thought I had it! I thought I had it! Man! It's just someone else's carbuncle, which is sad. It's here. It's in this area. Okay. Okay, so it's we're getting closer. Wait, what? Oh. Gotta be in this area. Shines brilliant. Warm. Hey, we found you. That would let you pick it up if you stupid first. We did it! We found it all on our own! Oh, it's really annoying. Allows you to cradle it in your arms. Good. That's good. That we did that. That we got that done. Which means I can do the set of side quests that are next. Find the car button. Thank goodness, Loretta. Thank you. As I said, they found the poor thing alone in the countryside, wandering the mountains of northern Alaska, I believe. It could have vanished as soon as its master dismissed it, although it's possible the command was never given. In which case, it should theoretically persist It should theoretically persist until the ether that forms it is consumed. But for that reserve to last long enough for the entity to grow wild? An immensely talented arcanist must have summoned it. What I wouldn't give to meet someone that powerful. Researching this little creature should net me some fascinating data. Indeed. Thank you again for retrieving it for me. For those who don't know, that's Tataru's carbuncle. And if I believe that's Tataru's carbuncle, which means like he said, the only way technically that it should be desummoned is if she runs out of ether, like from getting tired and stuff. But which means, like you said, that they have a ton of reserve of ether, which means she is more powerful than than she thinks. She might not even realize how powerful she is ether-wise. She could be a great arcanist, or even more so, a powerful summoner, if she would have stuck with it. But she didn't. It ran away from her, sadly, and that's when she gave up.